I don't know what day it is anymore. I'm lost. It's a day in October. And so this is gonna be Nerdtober. All the other days for the week too, I'm pretty sure I messed up, so yay!
You're watching Nerdosity.
What's up, Nerdosity? This is your host, Tiger Knight Cosplay, coming at you, and this is the week 2 of Nerdtober. But I'm bringing to you guys a 5-Minute Friday, and this 5-Minute Friday is going to be the Red Dead Redemption 2 in 5 minutes, because I absolutely adore this game. It was amazing. And to give you a lowdown on what it was, it's a old Wild West story about a dude named Arthur Morgan who is in a group of low-down criminals and such, but they're good at heart, and they're just trying to make it in the U.S., essentially, and try to get to the bottom of things and, you know, live the high life at the end where they can just get away from all their criminal doings and just live. So, you know the rules. We're going to be going over the graphics, the music, the cinematics, the story, the contents, the gameplay, and then we're going to average it all up at the end, given our big number, so everything's going to be something out of 10. So, yeah, let's get right into it.
Abigail says he's dying, Dutch. We'll have to stop someplace. Okay, Arthur's out looking. I sent him up ahead.
Now that you're back, let's put 5 minutes on the clock, and let's start this off with the graphics. Now, the graphics of this game were amazing. We had motion capture of many people, and the world was open world, so there was a vast amount of things to be able to see and be able to go off on. All of the animals looked really real. Everything moved really real. We got to see so many things and so many people that just seemed so real that you were just immersed into it because of the amazing graphics of the game. Just everything was so beautiful and so real, and where we were at the time and the time period, and the pictures that you got to take actually in the game were like time period set. So everything was so amazing. So I give this a 10 out of 10. Now we go to music. And the music of this game was also amazing. It had an original soundtrack. It fit the story so well, and everything was so perfectly like in sync with the story and what was going on that you just felt immersed into the story. That's where the music gets good, is when you can feel like you're immersed. I loved the late night fire music that they did. Sea shanties for like the pirate things, but it was just like singing some folk songs around the fire, and they were so fun and so cool. The music was so good, so I give that a 10 out of 10 too. Now we go to cinematics. Now, cinematics of the game added very well to the game itself. We felt immersed even more into the story. It wasn't too much of a cinematic where you felt like you were bored and you were just waiting for something to happen, and it wasn't too little of the cinematics where you weren't able to get all of the story. But in the full game of Red Dead Redemption 2, all of the cinematics proved a purpose for the game, proved their purpose to just the right amount of cinematics. So I give them a 10 out of 10. Now we go to story. Now, if you haven't played Red Dead Redemption 2, play it, because it is absolutely amazing. The lore is so amazing. You feel like you're a Western cowboy, like trying to getting by with the world. And at first we see Arthur Morgan as like a self-centered person where he's just trying to get by and do his thing, where he gets as much money as he can and just, you know, lives the life that he chose. But then later on, when he develops tuberculosis, He realizes that this is his only life. If he does bad here, what can he do to like change how people view him? So he decided that he was gonna get right and do his life so that he was doing it for others and trying to help his group get the best life that he could. And then he saw more of what was going on in his group, all of the cheating and the lying and the stealing and just the evilness that entered into this little family that they had, and he just tried to change it. And the story was so amazing that it made you feel like you were completely immersed in it, and it made you feel all the feels so much. So I give it a 10 out of 10. Now we go to the controls. The controls of the game are pretty simple. You get to learn how to jump, how to run, how to sleep, how to do pretty much everything in the game. They give you the tutorials and stuff, but some of the controls are just a little weird for certain things. I think with the shooting and the aiming, the punching and stuff were a little hard to get down. Like you can't play other games if you want to continue this game because a bit of a learning curve will go through it. So because it's not universal how the universal controls work, I give it an 8 out of 10. Now we go to content. The content of Red Dead Redemption 2 is immense. There's an open world, so you can go pretty much anywhere you want. Third-person view, you can see so much stuff. You can go hunting, you can do the side missions, you can do the main mission, you can do pretty much so much stuff in this game that you will be spending like hours and hours and hours on this game and not feel bored whatsoever. And plus they have a multiplayer game, the Red Dead Online, that comes with the game as well, where you can play with other people around the world and do side missions and main missions and other things within this Red Dead Online. For everything for $60, that's amazing. And it's definitely a buy that you should do. So I give it a 10 out of 10. And now we go to gameplay. Now the gameplay of the game is, it's an open world game, third-person view, where you control Arthur Morgan and then later on John Marston, where you go around doing side missions, doing main missions, doing all kinds of missions where you're controlling this dude, where you're able to shoot, fight, fish, hunt, play games like card games and stuff like that, and just have fun in an open world third-person game. It's a single-player game, unless you do the Red Dead Online, which you can have multiplayer, but in the campaign it is only first person. Like, you can only do single player. But the full game of itself is really amazing. Like, the gameplay is really easy, really simple to get through. You can do this game fairly easy if you have, and there's other difficulties that you can do. And it is an amazing game that I truly recommend, so I give it a 10 out of 10. And that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you stop the clock. And the average of this game is a 9.7 out of 10, so we might as well just give it a 10 out of 10. It was an amazing game. I recommend it. I put my star of approval on there. You should buy this game because it is actually amazing. And yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching this 5-minute review on Red Dead Redemption 2. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and tell me what you think of this game if you played it, or tell me if you're gonna buy it. And also, share this with all your friends, because I make new videos every Wednesday and Friday, but for this whole month of October, Nerdtober, I'm gonna be making a video every single day, so I know that your friends or your peeps are gonna wanna see it. So make sure you share it, make sure you like, make sure you comment, and make sure you subscribe, because that keeps me feeling happy. So thank you guys so much for watching. You've been watching Nerdosity, and I will see you tomorrow.